and the full team have gone off. A full new starting 11 in the 60th minute. York player's been sent off and he's down to 10 men.
Well, let's get straight into it and rate the ground.
Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today is Tuesday the 18th of July 2023 and today we're into the York Community Stadium for York City versus Doncaster Rovers in a friendly. So in today's video we've got my thoughts pre and post match as well as the match itself, and at the end we're going to rate the ground. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So starting off with the hosts York City, they finished in 19th out of 24th in the National League last season. So last season was the first year back in the National League. They won the playoffs the season before that, beating Boston United, who we went to see last time Rovers in the final. And they started pretty well. And then I think they had a few issues with the owners, and I think they sacked a manager for kind of no reason. I don't know a great deal about the situation, but from what I heard, it was pretty controversial, to be fair. And then we went into a bit of a free fall, and they were quite lucky to escape relegation in the end, because quite a few with the form that they had thought that they might drop down and go back to the National League North after one season, but that wasn't the case. They managed to survive, and they look like they'll do all right this year, to be fair. I think they've made a few more signings, and they look like they'll be a pretty solid National League team next season. As for my team, Doncaster Rovers, I've talked about our season plenty of times on the channel, so I'll just go through it briefly. We finished in 18th out of 24th position last season, which was a terrible season for us, but pre-season's been pretty positive, to be fair. So far I've had 2 games, like I say, the Ashby one, I know that said Donny Rovers, but that was the under-18s, so we're not really counting that. So first game, they beat Rossington Main by 3 goals to 1, and then last Tuesday they beat Boston United by 3 goals to 2. So 6 goals in 2 games. I know it's against lower opposition, but still, that were our problem last season, and we seem to be doing a lot better with scoring goals. And also we went behind 1-0 in both them games, and we came back to win after that. So pretty good signs, because last season if you went 1-0 down, you thought that was pretty much game over, because you didn't see where another goal was going to come from. But like I say, against Boston, especially that first half, we looked really good, I thought, especially going forwards. We just pressed them so hard up front, and like I say, second half we put basically our second team in, and they didn't do as well as the first half. But like I say, that first half performance gave me so much positivity and hope for this season to come, and hopefully, like I say, a bit tougher opposition in York City, but we'll see how we do. So since the last Rovers video as well, we have just signed Deji Satona from Burnley Academy, and I thought he looked superb. He only played the first 45 minutes against Boston, but he really looked superb, and I thought his decision making was spot on for such a young lad. Like, he knew when to take a player on, he knew when to make a key pass, he knew when to shoot, he basically, you know, like you see some players, they'll try and take too many players on, or they'll have an opportunity and they'll pass it instead, whereas he just seemed to pick the right option every single time. He looks so dangerous going forward, he looks quick, but like I say, it's 45 minutes, you know, he's got to do that consistently. Hopefully he does, but yeah, I'm really excited about that signing. It looks like it's going to be a cracker. So anyway, that's enough chat. Pre-match. So it's a new stadium for me. It's going to be new ground number 84, I believe. So really looking forward to going here. It's one I've been wanting to go to since it opened. So looking forward to finally ticking York City off. So let's head on down to the York Community Stadium and see how it all goes.
We're underway. I'd say so. Oh. What? What? Oh. So, well, follow up then. Not well to there. Strong hands, one up. Look a lot better than us. No, they've looked better by a long way. Good save.
My brother was like, he's not in the side, maybe he'll go in. It's like, it's not.
Go on, go on. Oh, crossed it. Oh! Oh! Half time, 0-0. Yeah.
So at half time, it was York City 0 at Doncaster Rovers 0, and I've been quite lucky these first few games of pre-season. All the games have been pretty entertaining, but that's not really been the case for this one. It's been a pretty dull game, and I'd say York definitely have the clearer chances. Like I say, the overall play's probably been pretty level, but York's definitely had the clearer chances to take the lead. And yeah, we've just not been as sharp as we have been, because like against Boston, we looked so much better. I mean, I know Boston are the division below, but still, you'd like to hope we can keep the performance standards nice and high again. But I just don't feel we've been as high today. I know it's like I say, it's pre-season and it's more about getting minutes in the legs than the results. But it would be nice if we, did come out and, just play a bit better. To be fair, but like I say, it's the squad's still getting to know each other. Grant McCann's still getting to know his players, so I'm sure it'll come in time. But it's not been the best of starts to this game. But hopefully the second half can improve. It's going to be interesting to see whether we have a new squad out for the second half, or if we're going to make some changes as the half goes on. So let's head on back to the York Community Stadium and see how the second half goes.
Go on your own. Fucking hell, that's a shit finish. Here we go then, the full team have gone off. The full new starting 11 in the 60th minute.
It's alright, I got it now.
Fuck's sake. 1-0 York.
Well done, Louis Jones. 2 minutes. Great start for this team.
No pressure, George, but you want to take it.
It's the same people that you will never ever see that game as well.
Your player's been sent off and he's now Your player's been sent off and he's down to 10 men. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've still been miserable about it, Steve.
Go on.
Winner.
Yes. It's time. Full time, 1-0 to York City.
So at full time, it finished York City 1 at Doncaster Rovers 0, and that was a pretty disappointing performance, to be fair. Like I say, I know it's pre-season and we're getting minutes in the legs, and on the 60th minute, we changed to a completely different 11, but compared to Boston a week ago, where I thought were absolutely fantastic, especially in the first half, it's just disappointing because you come away from that Boston match absolutely buzzing, and then after this one, it just, it hitched back down to earth with a bump a bit. To be fair, I mean, I still think we've got a long way to go. We've still, like I say, we've not been together for that long, the squad, so still going to be building, but I do still think there are some areas to improve. But I'm sure, like I say, I trust in Grant, I trust in Cliff, and I'm sure they're going to make the right decisions to do that. But fair play to York, they played pretty well, I thought, and they took the lead well deservedly, and they deserved to win tonight. And truth is as well, they went down to 10 men on about 65-70 minutes, I think it were. And to be honest, I completely forgot they'd gone down to 10 men. That's how much of a difference it made in our performance. But nevertheless, it is pre-season. It's about getting minutes in the leg. So hopefully we can bounce back in our next game at Scunthorpe on Saturday. So York Community Stadium is a new ground on the channel. And like I say, we're going to be doing a rate of the ground in every episode. So let's get straight into it and rate the ground. So we're going to start off with pre-match, and around the ground there is plenty to do. Like I say, we went for a pint in the Hollywood Bowls bar, so you could get food there as well, but the wait for food was pretty long because apparently everyone wanted food, so they told us it'd be about 45 minutes, and we had about 40 minutes to kick off, so we didn't bother with food in there. But the drinks were pretty good, plenty of choice of alcohol, and I think we had a few others around, and then like I say, you even got like a cinema, slots, a Costa and stuff like that. Plenty of food places like Nando's, and yeah, lots and lots to do. Unfortunately, you're a bit of a walk out from the city centre, but in terms of stuff to do, you're definitely not spot for choice for stuff to do. So we'll go out here for pre-match. I'm going to go for 4 out of 5 for pre-match. Next up, we've got catering, and this wasn't too great, to be fair. In terms of food, it was your standard. It was like pucker pies and stuff like that. Not a great range of options, if I'm being honest. The drinks-wise, the lager was Amstel, which I don't mind Amstel, but not a good range of drinks, and it was £6 for a pint. I think the pint were £4.90 as well, so very expensive, in my opinion, for your catering, especially at non-league level. The service weren't bad, to be fair, but overall, it was not great for catering compared to, like I say, just on the whole, when you put in the price down to it and the options available. So we're going to have to go low for catering, unfortunately. And we're going to go with 2 out of 5 for catering. Next up, we've got the ground. And like I say, we're doing it based on the league we're in, which is the National League. And I quite like this ground. It's very unique and quirky. It's, like I say, it's mixed into a full-on complex, which a lot of times doesn't look good. But I quite like the way it's done. It's an hard one to explain, but it just looks unique and different. Like I say, it's quite new, and I'm sure they're like developing the area around it, so I'm sure everything's going to improve as that goes along. But it's only 2 years old, and yeah, I like it, especially for the National League. It's a very nice stadium. So for the ground, I'm going to go with 4 out of 5 for the ground. Next up, we've got atmosphere, and the York fans behind the goal created a decent amount of atmosphere. Like I say, it's a friendly, so the atmosphere is always going to be low, but yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Like I say, for the ground were pretty empty. I think we're 2,000 in a 8,000 capacity stadium, so the atmosphere is never going to be that high when it's only a quarter full. But the York fans tried to make a decent amount of noise, so I'll give them credit for that. I'm going to go with 3 out of 5 for atmosphere. And then we've got overall enjoyment. It wasn't bad, to be fair. Like I say, we went for a pint in Hollywood Bowl, which were pretty good. And then, unfortunately, the match weren't that great for us, but it was a good day out. Good to be back on the sports coach again, going to an away game, and I had a good time. So, overall, I'm going to go with 3 out of 5 for overall enjoyment. So that gives York City a total score of 16 out of 25, which puts them bottom of the table. But like I say, that's not really a bad score, to be fair. It'll definitely be a top half at the end when we put all of the rate the ground scores together. Like I say, it's a bottom of a good bunch, to be fair, because we've not really had a bad one yet. However, 16 is the lowest score, so unfortunately York find themselves bottom of the table. But anyway, that is it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Get a like and subscribe. We're very close to 900 subs now, and then we're on the road to 1,000. So the next football video will be on Saturday with Scunthorpe United versus Doncaster Rovers. So until then, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.